This is Da Nang, and you are not ready for this.
Bullets fly, I'm the last one to die.
After 2 beautiful days in Hoi An, I am heading to Da Nang today, and I must say I'm leaving with a heavy heart. Just look at what my stay gifted me. There's something handmade, something local, something that genuinely surprised me. And if you're looking for a place to stay in Hoi An that actually makes you feel like home, I highly recommend this place. Link in the description. Once I checked into Balani, and from the moment I walked in, the staff made me feel completely at home. My first impression, stunning. Let me take you through this beautiful room because wow, this honestly felt less like a hotel room and more like a luxury apartment. It had a full inbuilt kitchen, smart Japanese style tech feature, a cozy entertainment setup, and a gorgeous enclosed bedroom behind glass door that gave the entire space an elevated look. Now, can we talk about the bathroom? The emerald green marble detailing was stunning, and there was even this beautiful soaking tub that made the entire space feel like a boutique spa. To top it all, they left me a handwritten thank you note, which was such a thoughtful touch. So naturally, first stop in Da Nang was food. I headed to Mokwa 6, and if you are a seafood lover, this place is heaven. The restaurant had this gorgeous open kitchen concept where you could actually watch the food being prepared fresh, and the entire place was decorated beautifully with lanterns and greenery. It had such a lively atmosphere, packed with families, locals, tourists, which is always a promising sign. I decided to step outside my comfort zone and ordered one of their squid specialty. It was specially prepared tableside and cut for me by the staff, which was such a cool touch. Now, full honesty, while it was incredibly juicy and flavorful, the texture was very chewy and personally it just wasn't for me. But that's the beauty of travel. Trying food you may not end up loving is still part of the experience. Every meal teaches you something about the local cuisine, your own taste, and what to order next. So, my advice, don't travel only ordering what feels familiar. Experiment. Try the dish you're unsure about. Worst case, you learn. Best case, you discover a new favorite. With lunch done, I hopped into another Grab and made my way to one of Da Nang's most iconic attraction, Marble Mountains. And by now, you can already tell if you're traveling around Da Nang, Grab is generally the easiest way to get around. It's affordable, safe, super convenient, and most of your rides within the city is barely 90,000 dong. Once you arrive at Marble Mountains, you will first head to the ticket counter to purchase your entry ticket, and if you would rather skip the initial staircase climb, there's always an elevator available for an extra fee. The adventure almost immediately starts with a steep climb through a narrow opening carved directly into the mountain. And fair warning, this is much more physically demanding than it looks. The climb is steep and the pathways are uneven, and parts of the marble becomes incredibly slippery. You enter the first cave where the Buddha statue stands beautifully at the center, surrounded by natural rocks. And once you reach the top, you are rewarded with one of the most breathtaking panoramic views of Da Nang. After coming down slightly, I reached another sacred area associated with the Lady Buddha. The spiritual energy throughout Marble Mountain is honestly something special. Then came one of the most extraordinary parts of Marble Mountains, the main cave temple. Inside, you will find towering Buddha statue altars, shrines, incense offering, and naturally formed caves that guides often point out, resembling elephants, birds, and other sacred animals. What makes it so magnificent is that many of these formations are entirely natural, carved over centuries by erosion rather than by human hands. As you move through the caves, you will notice ancient inscriptions carved directly into the stone walls. These are historical Buddhist and Chinese scriptures engraving, reflecting the mountain's spiritual importance over the centuries. From there, I rushed to what became one of my favorite spots in all of Marble Mountain. Unlike the earlier viewpoint overlooking the sea, this side faces the city and greenery of Da Nang. It felt unbelievably serene. Marble Mountains is actually made up of 5 separate marble limestone hills, each named after one of the 5 elements in Eastern philosophy. The mountain most visitors explore is the Water Mountain, which is the largest and the most famous of the. After Marble Mountains, I grabbed another grab because again the convenience here is unmatched and headed towards Han Market. On the way, we crossed the famous Dragon Bridge, which looked absolutely incredible. Loud, packed, chaotic, name it, and that was everything. This one Da Nang's most famous local market, Han Market, and it's a sensory experience from the second you walk in. The ground floor is all about the foods, like you can get Vietnamese snacks, sunflower seeds, and etc. It's perfect for picking up gifts or just snacking your way through. On the first floor, that's the upstairs, you can find clothes, bags, accessory, and yes, a plenty of branded items at very negotiable price. Go in with a rough idea of what you want, keep your bags in front of you, and just enjoy it. It's a kind of market that reminds you why you are traveling. After all that shopping, I needed food, a real food. So I went to Nago for pho, and this might have been one of the best bowls I have had in all of Vietnam. The broth, rich, aromatic, deeply comforting, the kind that tastes like it seems simmering for hours. The meat, so tender, it barely needed chewing, and the noodles, a silky, fresh, perfect. Always find the local fast spot. It's cheap, it's fast, and it's warming, and it's the most honest version of Vietnamese food you will try. And because no day is complete without dessert, I ended at An Lee for their cheese tart.